Kansai Kollective. West side of Japan, we out here coolin', Zane and Nasa got connections. We know you got questions.
My brain. I let them in the mind. It's the most intimate. Just like we get intimate sometimes with you guys here in the Kansai Collective. Thank you for joining us.
Hercules.
For another episode. It's Asa Questenberry joining me, my man.
Mr. Zane, live in the Kansai.
I don't know what that was. I don't.
I'm trying to change it up. I don't want to keep saying the same thing over and over again.
As much as the other ones have hit. I just realized I made a tragic mistake. I left my coffee for this episode, so it's okay. It's okay. Save it. I will gum on. I will persevere. Zane, how you doing, my friend? It's Friday morning. We're here in the studio in wonderful Osaka, Japan. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, but I had some cashews that I wanted to eat from Family Mart. Shout outs to Family Mart, you feel me?
Shout outs to Family Mart. But what happened to said cashews?
Those cashews were eaten by my co-host.
There's still a ton left. There's
Asa.
still a ton, but hey, the cashews are delicious. Ironically, though, I mean, this isn't the topic, but like nuts and fruits in Japan. What's up with that, man?
What's your take on it?
Why is it so hard to get a hold of?
You don't know where to shop.
You
live in Toyonaka. I live right in the mid city. You know what I'm saying?
Don't dox me, man. They're gonna come and I'm moving next week.
Oh, that's true. That's true. He's moving.
I'm moving.
Where are you moving to, bro?
Secret. Somewhere super Osaka.
We gotta do like an MTV Cribs at your new spot.
Check out my box apartment here in Osaka, Japan. Yeah, moving next week. Moving is an inherently obnoxious process here in Japan.
Like what? Yeah, what do you gotta
go
through?
Well, I mean, just the whole aspect of like some apartments are just like, nah, not renting to you. You're not Japanese. And you're like, well, that's kind of annoying. Right. The cool thing though that I will say now in the 2 years, because I last time was about 2 years ago. This time around, it seems to be that there's like, so I'm working with a real estate company that their only target market is foreigners.
Oh, nice.
So like they have like all these, so there's like a guarantor system out here in Japan, which is like when you get a property or an apartment, you need someone to sign on as like your guarantor on like a loan. So basically like if I disappear,
right,
someone's gonna finish and pay my whatever is remaining, whatever is due. Exactly. So the real estate company I'm working with, they already partnered with like guarantor companies that are like, foreign people are cool, we can work with them. So it's been a little bit smoother, but inherently obnoxious process.
No, let's talk about it. We might as well just get on that subject.
We've got a better subject. We'll save moving for after I move, because I don't really want to talk about moving because I've been doing nothing but talking about moving for the last 2 weeks. But we got something special coming up. What's coming up?
What's coming up?
I don't know, man.
It's only for lovers, man. You're a lover. You're Mr. Lover Boy over here.
Mr. Lover
He
Boy.
puts cologne on his neck, guys.
On the
just his neck, just on his intimate zones.
So the concept here is if you're wearing cologne, you shouldn't be spraying it on your wrists and your neck and your whole body, because then it reeks. And no one wants that, right?
Wow,
you keep it in the zone so that only those
okay.
privileged enough to get in that area, they get that scent of you.
Is there anyone privileged enough at the moment to smell your neck?
Probably my plants and my bed. That's about it. I don't have none of that, man. I can't even. I don't have the capacity. So speaking of lovers, we got Valentine's Day coming up. Valentines.
I'm sorry for
the Valentines.
He's making flying helicopter pads. Helicopter pads. So it's a little.
I didn't know there was another type of helicopter other than the flying type. No, my company, DroneX, little plug, we focus on creating air taxi infrastructure here in Japan.
Infrastructure.
Lots of exciting things coming, but not flying helicopter.
Okay.
Or any other helicopter.
No one's perfect,
no
right?
One's perfect.
Anywho, yes, Valentine's Day, Japan. What's the difference in the Valentine's Day in Japan rather than America?
Well, in Japan, as with most westernized holidays, they're like, yes, but more capitalism. And that's kind of what we've got going on for Valentine's Day here, where instead of just one day to waste money on your significant other, now you have two. You get a double dose of the Valentine's love here in Japan. Because we have Valentine's Day and
White Day. So Valentine's Day, usually the woman gets the man chocolates,
lots of lovey-dovey stuff, and chocolates.
Yeah.
And other favors.
Now, their chocolate is a little also different from our chocolate in America. You know what I'm saying? Is it? They like more rich, chocolate, like
Deep,
Godiva,
deep. Koi
Godiva,
desu ne.
not like Nestle or like Butterfinger type.
After being in Japan this long, I just think all the food in America is just like, it's not even real food anymore.
It's
so
not.
It's more chocolatey, I think, where
Yeah.
America's more like fake chocolate.
Do you remember? Did you ever get like those heart-shaped box chocolates? I never thought those were good.
I've never gotten one of those.
Never?
No, I was very unliked as a child.
Wow, that is so.
No
doesn't
heart-shaped
seem
chocolates.
so.
Maybe, ladies. I mean, this Valentine's Day, if you want to send me some chocolate, by all means, I would love.
Send it to
some
his
chocolate.
new crib. He'll give you the address in the link
In the
below.
comments, I will drop you. I will dox myself. But yeah, I mean, inherently, as with most things in Japan, like it's like the Western version, but they're like, but give us the Japanese style. So in Japan, Valentine's Day, it's a lot of shopping. I mean, you can really, I guess this is any country, but like if you don't get said chocolates, you're kind of like, you can be pretty upset about it, I would say.
Yeah,
But
definitely feel left out the group. I know the kids, when they are in school, they usually make each other like sweets, chocolates,
oh, really?
cookies.
It's even like in the kids? Because I
Yeah.
never like taught kids a ton, so I never got to see any of
And
that.
so if you're a dude and you get a lot of chocolates, then you're that
Swaggy
dude.
young fellow.
Yeah,
You're
you're-
like, bros, look at this. I got nothing but chocolate.
Yeah, so I mean, I never lived that life. I can't really tell you what that's about.
Zane was also highly unliked as a child.
That's not
so
true.
Neither of us
That
get much
is
chocolate.
one of the falsest statements I've ever heard in my life.
So what do you think? What do you think? You think it's good to have the double day? Do you think it's better to split the days? Do you think it's better to have it together the Western style? Or what's your opinion, boss?
Man, I don't know. I thought it was really interesting that because the Japanese culture, they really cater to their men. In America,
You could say that.
yeah, in America, it's very different. It's very catered to the woman. Like you got to get the woman this big diamond ring. Don't get me wrong, they
Well,
still.
I think that's like what you're saying is like in Valentine's Day, it's less about the man. It's more about like getting your lady something special, right? The chocolates, the flowers.
In America?
Yeah, in America.
Yeah,
America.
for sure,
But here in Japan, there is a huge emphasis placed on actually getting the man of the relationship,
Yes.
right? Something on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, like so my wife, when we first started dating, she would get me chocolates and stuff, and I was
Now there's
very
nothing.
Huh?
Now
Yeah,
it's nothing.
I don't want
No,
anything.
it's nothing.
I don't need anything for Valentine's Day,
nothing.
man. But yeah, she would make me chocolates.
She would make you chocolates.
Yeah, man, all that, bro.
Sounds like a
I
keeper.
get treated very well. Like I said, Japanese women do. If you're comparing to America, they do really cater to their man. There's a lot of different things that we could talk about, but what about dates, man? Like, what's
a
the
Valentine's
difference?
date?
Yeah, what's the difference between dates in America and Japan?
I mean, that's a great question because I think it really depends where you're at, right? Because like here in Osaka, I mean, there's the urban life. There's so many options. for what
Yeah,
to do.
that's true.
Like for example,
Oh.
coffee dates are huge.
Wow.
Like going out and
Facts.
just having a coffee with someone,
Wow.
right, is a very common date idea here. I think there's also like much more access compared to like so I just being back in America over the holidays and being in like a suburban. I'm not in the city. I'm not out in Bumble, Arkansas. Sorry if you live in Arkansas. Not much going on there.
We love you. We love you though.
But like in that area, like a date is typically, I guess, food, basically, right?
facts,
Going out
yeah.
for food, going out for drinks. But like here, I think there's access to, at least in the urban setting, and even in some of like the really rural places, but like things like pool, billiards,
Yeah,
darts.
yeah, that's true.
Going out for the bar games, karaoke
Yeah,
is huge. I would avoid that at all costs. I'm not a fan.
No,
We've
but
talked about this before.
no disrespect. Yeah, like
Like, what do you take
at
a girl out
the
for karaoke and she's just like miserable?
no, but
Like her
no, they
voice.
love it.
I know. I was saying that would be a horrible
But no, here
thing.
I'm gonna give y'all tips. This is how the Japanese dudes do it. You feel
Japanese
me?
dude tips.
They take them out to get something to eat. Go to a bar. They have a couple of drinks, and then
Sounds
you
like
say.
America.
You go to the karaoke, you feel me, and you're doing karaoke, but really they go there to do the you know what in the you know who.
No, they
at
installed
the you know
cameras.
where.
This is actually in No, I wouldn't say these days, but definitely was a huge thing. Like I have a lot of Japanese friends that have some interesting karaoke room stories. Most of the larger karaoke brands, because of this, have now installed cameras in the karaoke rooms because of the boo. You can't turn the karaoke rooms into adulterated orgy rooms. But anyway. That is a common thing.
Isn't it? That sucks, man. Being a dude, working at one of those karaoke spots, and then you got to clean up that room after.
It's the same thing as a movie theater employee, bro. Like I just saw a TikTok of a guy, like he works at a movie theater in America, and he just like sits there with the camera. And he's like, oh, look at this couple going into this like 6-week-old movie at 3 o'clock on a Tuesday. And he just like looks at his friend. He's like, all right, you're cleaning this time. Like, so I think that's like a universal thing, man. Yeah. But I think dates, karaoke would never be my choice. I like billiards. I like pool. I like going out because it's kind of a win-win. Because if the girl's like, I will say I'm a fairly confident pool player. I play pool a decent amount. Okay. If the girl is good at pool, I'm like, okay, interesting. This is I like a little bit of competition, gets the fire going. And if they suck at pool, I can just teach them. So then it's a win-win.
You're giving away your game,
it's
man.
It's a win-win situation for me. So,
well, I know.
Take me to darts. You can teach me, ladies. Please teach me how to play darts because I can't throw a dart to save my life.
Like when I was living in the countryside, I know it was so cool to like just go to some part of nature, you know what I'm saying? Go right next to a river, you feel me? And just
get outdoors.
Yeah.
Go a little hiking trips are cool.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like also in Japan, they have all the matsuris, you feel me? So at the matsuris,
summertime dates or something else. You dress up. Like, I don't think this is something you would most likely this would be with your boyfriend or girlfriend. You wouldn't do this with like someone you've yet to actually be in a relationship with, but dressing up in a yukata and going out to like a fireworks festival in like the traditional Japanese wear. Oh man, eating the dango off the stick. The
all that. It's
festival
like,
dates are
nostalgic.
probably top tier, super top tier.
Yeah,
and that's been the bummer because I've never experienced any because all the festivals have been closed because of COVID the last 2 years. I've never had that experience, but I'm living vicariously through you, man.
Yes, I would say also what's cool about. Well, one thing Japanese women definitely do that American women don't more often is let you lead. Like the Japanese girls let you lead.
You think so?
Oh, for a fact.
I think
especially probably being a foreigner too, they kind of have this image, you know, they see all those movies, you know, American movies. Yeah, they got their stereotypes.
Right.
And they want you to lead. But I remember one time
the women I talked to.
Me and my friend went out to eat, and my wife was tagging along, right? And he was like, "Yo, let's eat at this pizza spot," and I was like, "Yeah, let's do it." And then my wife was like, "Yeah, let's do it." And we eat the pizza. We leave. Yeah, we leave. And finally, she's like, she was upset at me. She wasn't talking to me. I was like, "Yo, what's up?" She's like, "I didn't want to eat pizza."
Well, you said why did you
not tell me?
But the Japanese mentality of never inconveniencing the group.
Yeah.
So that'll play out. I think if you do get in a relationship in Japan, I think you have to put, I mean, this is anywhere, communication is key, but you have to really make an emphasis on communication here because with the cultural differences, like there's so much stuff that'll just go over your head that you won't even realize can piss people off. Like going to pizza when they said they want pizza, but they don't really want pizza. So, but that being said, I got a really good friend, British guy, his soon-to-be wife, Japanese. They barely speak each other's language, and they have the happiest relationship I've ever seen. It's cruel because he's like, yeah, whenever we have like, or we're getting close to a fight, we never are mad at each other. We're just like, this is a language barrier. Like we just don't know what you're trying to say, and then it just dies out, and they just have such like a healthy relationship, it seems. So it's you can make it work even without perfect language skills.
Yeah, you know, culture is very, very, very different, especially if you're coming from America. But it's
Western
really
country.
cool. Yeah, Western countries. But it's really cool to see the differences, and you do learn a lot through that. But I will say, yes, you get into arguments. You'd be upset that you can't, you know, communicate to the other person how you're feeling. You feel me? But it's all a process. It's a journey. It's beautiful. Let's talk about love hotels. Have you ever been to a love hotel?
Jumping into love hotels. So if you don't know what a love hotel here in Japan, tons of hotels throughout this country that are specifically to get your freak on.
Because it's interesting, right?
You
Like
don't invite people to people's houses.
yeah, right.
Bringing
Like
people into your
there's
home.
usually people at home, usually anyway, because Japanese people
walls.
have big, you know what I'm
Thin
saying,
walls, big
families. You feel me?
families.
So yeah,
And also small houses.
Where are you going to do it at? You know, I thought they would do it at like the temples, because like at night, you know what I'm
Wow,
saying.
that is like very.
But they're kids,
Itchy.
like for kids, like yeah.
I don't know, bro. It's like, would you go get it on at a cemetery? It's the equivalent. Like, I wouldn't. I mean, some people maybe.
I don't know. They might be thinking differently.
No, dude, the old like, you know, Buddhist monk statue on the wall is just staring at me. I would, I couldn't.
Because
I would
they
underperform
go
in
to
that environment.
school and then they have
Don't get me wrong,
juku, which is
someone-
after school, and then it's nighttime. You feel me? And Japan has
Just
tons
like,
of nature.
Let's go romp at the temple. No way.
All right, so you got so many different
Love
words for
hotels.
like sexual phrases, like romp.
Romp.
I never heard that, but that's cool.
Knock
and
boots.
freak. Okay,
Get your
knock
freak on.
boots.
Get your freak on,
Get
knocking
jiggy,
boots.
getting jiggy with it.
Getting
You feel
jiggy with
me?
it. We can keep going.
I don't know.
So love hotels. So love hotels are all throughout the country. Even
Have
like
you-
the
have you been to
countryside.
one, bro?
I've been to Love Hotel one time, actually, with an ex of mine. We went for Valentine's Day.
Nice.
No, it was horrible.
Okay.
It was horrible. So
Tell
like,
us.
So just to put a little context on this to explain like how crazy love hotels are. So Japan had the bubble period where there's like so much money in the country, they didn't know what to do with it. To the point where they were spending money on like the most lavish of ridiculous things. Bubble popped. Japan's had lots of problems since. Anyway, lots of these love hotels were built during this bubble period. So they're like, so they will have like a water slide in the room. And you would
Fire.
go, yeah. Super cool, you think, until you realize it's like a 40, like, imagine how many men have gone down said water slide. So, I see. But they're a little bit older, and there are new ones, of course, but typically you rent them for an hour, 3 hours, or you can stay at night. And it's somewhere between, 15 to, you can spend up to 200 for the really crazy ones. So we went to a love hotel because she had the same thing. She's like, oh, you've never been to one? You should have the experience. So we picked like an interesting one. Yo, we went to this love hotel, and the room itself was rather nice.
Okay.
But like, I'm like, in the spiritual realm, I'm a very big believer in energy. Like, I don't believe in the dogmas and the, strict religious law, but energy to me is inherent. Man, we walked into this room, and the most overwhelming sense of negative energy hit me.
Oh.
And it was just like, and she had the same feeling. You could just feel that something bad had happened in said room. So we still got jiggy with it. We still did the
Knock
deed.
those
But
boots, romped.
oh yeah, well, because at that point we paid for it. You're there for a reason. You gotta make the use of it. But we both, I can remember to this day, man, that room. I woke up with the most intense, vivid nightmare at about 4:35 a.m. and she woke up at the same time, and we both looked at each other and we're like, we gotta leave. So my one and only love hotel experience was like interesting. So I'm hoping, I can maybe find one with a little less kind of like murderish vibes going on. 'Cause that's what we got. We got a lot of that.
They're a little intimidating to me. I never really
Water
went.
slide.
I don't know. The outside of them, the names are weird. They're like they're designed very, like flashy. Like
It's because the bubble. They're all from the bubble, which is really
Yeah.
cool. So I was involved in architecture as a student, urban planning, and like what's really crazy is Japan is so conservative that building cities can be a little bit boring. For example, a big knock on Osaka is our skyline is typically boring. It's changing, there's new development, but it's very, concrete block building, right? Typically the most interesting buildings in cities are the love hotels because they were built during this period of time where like people finish a building, they're like, we got $20,000 left to spend. Let's just put a 20-foot tall gorilla statue on the roof just for no reason other than spending money. So like you'll go to these towns and you can always find the love hotel because it's like the most outlandishly. It's like you'll be in the middle of like the countryside and you'll see like a castle, like a European castle. You're like, what is that? And it's a love hotel always.
Now, there's an age restriction, isn't there?
I've never even seen staff at love hotels. So typically when you go to a love hotel, there's a vending machine. You go in and you pick the room you want and you get the ticket. You get the key card for the room from the machine. You go up to the room and there's a little hole in the wall. You can order food and the food.
Order food. That's
Straight to your room.
Yeah.
So typically it plays to the people that want to be a little bit more secretive. But they're interesting, man. Love hotels are interesting. One day, I think we'll just have to.
Yeah,
We
give
gotta
you guys
get a love
a tour.
We gotta get a love hotel, Zane. That's what we gotta do. We gotta film from a love hotel. That will be the next
Nah,
episode.
you talking about energy, man. That's not Kansai Collective energy.
Hi guys, today we're welcoming you to an Osaka love hotel. We won't tell you where. The best part, what I would really love if we could get it on video, the best part would be me, you, our producer Aaron, like, 3 grown men with a bunch of camera equipment walking into the love hotel. I just want to see the staff's face.
Oh my
I just
God,
want to see what the staff is like.
They would ask us, did we get permission to shoot in here?
It would be so bad. So probably kids.
But anyhow, like dating though,
Dating,
overall
love
in
hotels,
Japan,
Valentine's.
there's a lot of stuff to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think you can always find something to do, especially in the city. Maybe in the countryside, I'm sure it's more difficult. But yeah, man,
Well, the cool thing I think and the best part about Japan is because of the geography here, where you have mountains or beaches, you're never too far from something.
Right.
If you really want to do like a day trip in the U.S., like you're gonna drive for 4 hours. But in Japan, like for example, where we're at, we can hop 2 hours on the train down to like Shirahama, which is like a beautiful beach,
nice.
right? Or the other direction, we can go up to Lake Biwa in the mountains and go skiing. So you're never really that far. Dating's interesting here. Lots of cultural differences, lots of interesting stuff with the holidays, but overall, I would say swell time for sure.
And ladies, if you guys are single and you're feeling my boy Asa,
Don't
he
send me
has
any messages.
cologne on his neck. He is free for Valentine's Day.
I will take chocolate though. I will take the chocolate and I will send you a lovely letter afterwards. Thank you. And you guys can always check me out here on the Kansai Collective. You can check out more episodes. Again, we want to thank our sponsors for making this possible. We've got the Deck here in Osaka, Japan, Honmachi area. If you guys are looking for a share space, a maker space, you want to make some stuff, you want to network with other business people, the Deck Osaka is the place to be. Edge Wilderness, our producer Aaron, thank you for providing the stuff, getting the clothing brand out there. Check it out. Hinomaru making some interesting clothing as well. And Dronex Kabushi doing lots of interesting things with flying cars. If you guys like this video, you want to see more about Kansai, Japan, Osaka, whatever you want to see, let us know here in the comments. Be sure
If you guys want to check out a love hotel, right?
Share, check out a love hotel. If you guys want us to check out a love hotel, let us know. We're always open to recommendations. Guys, we will see you here on the Kansai Collective for our next episode. Oh, interesting.
Kansai Collective. West side of Japan, we out here coolin', Zane and Nasa